There are still times when I get mad. I think a lot of people look at cancer patients and see the sadness or see the hope, see the optimism or the fight. But no, anger is the easiest emotion. Literally since I was like 12, I've been dreaming of being an aunt to my brother's kids. I'm angry that I don't get to be a part of that when it happens. When I think of the worst thing that could possibly happen, it's usually losing someone that I love really dearly. And that's what's happening to the people who love me. I get really angry because I don't have power in this. I could keep doing chemo and do more drugs and more trials, but that's not gonna make me live any more fully or longer. There are slight chances, yeah, but not worth it to lose the time that I have to be living vividly. I still have tremendous anger, but I also am very at peace. And in this prison that was my body, I learned to love myself, not for the way my hair looked, but for the brightness of my eyes. I used to tell people that cancer is more of a mind game than anything else. You just lose faith in your body. You can't trust yourself anymore. And the psychological effects of that are pretty obvious. Depression, anxiety, lots of fear. One of the best ways that I found to cope with that was writing. I love that I've changed and that'll change again, and that no matter what, I've got me. When I was doing things and posting them publicly, that was pretty much my goal, was like, I think that people need to hear about this. Whether it was for people going through cancer who didn't have like the ability to articulate what they were feeling. I wanted people to feel like they're not alone anymore. I wanted parents to read it and sort of understand what their child is going through. There's a lot of loneliness and isolation that comes from cancer. It's just by letting that person know that you're there for them. Not by telling them that, but by showing them that. That's really the most important thing that I want people to know for, God forbid, whenever they have to be the support system for someone. It's just that you need to be there. A lot of people, especially adults, lose their support system when something like cancer happens, mostly because people don't really know how to help. And as a result, they kind of withdraw and they're like, oh geez, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to talk to them anymore. And it's because they're afraid of hurting the person, but nothing is more painful than losing people that you thought you could count on. My family has been really fortunate. We've had an amazing support system throughout all of it. The Fairy Godmother Project is the coolest because their mission is not like finding the cure or anything like that. It's to give a family more time together when one of the children is going through cancer. They made this video possible. They mow our lawn for us. They give my mom free haircuts. They do so much taking care of the small things, but the small things that are important. You don't feel guilty for not spending enough time with your child because like you have more time, because these little things are handled. I am so obsessed with mountains. You can't explain how great it feels to feel so small. I honestly did not expect to be able to go on any trips. My family's really good at road tripping, but Colorado is really far away. When I was on the radio program with Ted, he was like, so what do you want to do? And I was like, if there was something that I wanted to do specifically, it would be to see the Rockies again. And he was like, okay, well, anybody have a private jet? And we all laughed, and then it happened. The post started going around, and I was just moved that so many people thought it was worth sharing. So many pilots. I didn't know that there were that many pilots in the world. Like, saying, I'm talking to everybody that I can. I'm gonna make this happen. People who weren't pilots started donating money, started donating resources. Somebody donated a 3-bedroom cabin at a ranch in Colorado for us to stay at. It is so representative of what my cancer experience has been. The way that the Fredericksburg community made it happen, it was like a blown-up version of all of those little experiences that I had, and just blew me away. Just made me realize how beautiful humans can be to each other. A famous author said, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. My goal is to make a positive footprint in as many people's lives as I can. We need to be doing as much for each other as we can. I don't need to change the world, I just need to change a few people's minds. There's a lot of minds that I would like to change about how we treat each other, how we treat ourselves. Everything can change in a day. Everything can change in 5 minutes, actually. And you're never gonna regret being kind to someone. You don't know what's gonna happen. Life is beautifully unpredictable. Don't regret things. But part of that is purposefully not doing things that you think you will regret. It's not just saying, well, I don't care what I did yesterday. It's saying, tomorrow I want to do this. And then doing it. The next step, I don't know, but I know I'm gonna be happy. Yeah, that's what I want to say. What's next? Happiness.